So, I got the suspension set at its lowest, and what I'm doing is I'm simulating the crawl, and I'm finding tire rub. What's this? Right, so little steering issue, and on coming back, well, it's bumping. So what I've done is just a very slight hit on the bottom of the bumper. And back towards the door, if you look here at where the line is, the space between the door and the wheel well, the fender, it's kind of a before and after. Now this has been done once before, but I didn't put the shocks right at their lowest setting. So the truck is sitting. I'm just trying to find something. Set this here for now. The truck is sitting at what would look like stock height for being a half ton. If I could find or get a set of 75 series 15-inch in 130 scale, like in this scale, I can get this truck to look more like the C10 as a two-wheel drive version, right? But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to a bigger scale, and then build a body out of metal. Now I'm trying to also I'm trying to reduce weight, so I removed the roll bar, and I found some chunk of metal, a chunk of steel, and part of it's got 1/4-inch bolt holes in it, and so on that little rectangular part inside the chassis sits underneath this truck bed up in here, and one of my original plans was I was just going to put something right here underneath below the back window to put a little bit of weight here, and then above the steering servo is another little flat piece of metal, and there's a slight gap at the top of the steering servo when this thing fully bottoms out, and there's just enough space on top in between the chassis and engine compartment under the hood to plant another piece of metal. What I didn't want to do was here, I'll pop this off real quick. Sorry about that. So so there's one part here. I could add a weight. I've added a weight on that before. Actually, I just stuck a certain size hex nut. I don't know where it ran off to. Yeah, a certain size of hex nut on there. Another time, I taped a large flat washer that fit most of this space, or it sat in the back but it slid around. So there's that water gap. I don't know if I may have mentioned that. I don't know if I mentioned that in some other YouTube comments. Oh yeah. So this part that at the back, sorry, right here where my thumb is, I want to remove at least half of that material. So I'm estimating, let me get a look at it visually, 1/8 of an inch, approximately 3 to 4 millimeters of thickness taken off this part to bring this closer to the bottom of the truck bed, which in turn will allow this part of the light assembly to mount up higher into the tail light, and it should be able to get more illumination to my side marker lights. On my headlights, on this one, oh, it's focusing. Okay, see there's that little notch cut in the side, and I intend to cut that out just a little bit more. And then I've heard of using fiber optic to transfer light from one point to another, and in the past I have played around with stuff like that similar. So I had a toy die-cast car where you sat it just out in any source of light or hit it with a flashlight, and the light absorbed, I think, through the sunroof, and it came out, it showed in the headlights and also in the taillights. And what it was is the car had a large plastic casting for the window, sunroof and the window, and part of that plastic casting went forward to the front end of the vehicle where the headlights were. Oops. And the same thing for the back. And then it was just simply a single light source would make the car light up. And back then, when I was just a little kid, I thought that was the coolest thing. So, I don't actually like this type of LED for a headlight. And so what I'm going to be looking for are some really cheap flashlight LEDs, and see if I can get a better result. It would be cool if I could chrome or aluminize these little inner cones around the lights. Yeah, I got to get a little dab of like orange or amber touch-up paint, nail polish, just something cheap. I could go to the dollar store or not dollar store, hobby store, and pick up a thing of testers for that, right? And just hit the ends of these inner LEDs with amber light or amber paint, and that'll make these these guys here light up orange or yellow. So what would be cool, and I don't have it, is backup lights on this. Now the other option I have would be to get a couple more LEDs and then run a set of run at least one backup light just beneath the bumper, or or off the hitch or something. I don't know. I found something in the garbage earlier, but I didn't grab it. And it was I think it was a swimming, it was one of those swimming masks, not mask, but the thing that goes on top of the head like a beanie, but it's made of rubber. But I saw it, but it was broken, had a rip in it. And it had really floppy, very thin rubber, and it was black. And for some stupid reason, it slipped my mind. I went, "No, this is weird," and I threw it away. Anyways. Um, I just realized I want to make mud flaps for this. And and then another thing I'm having an idea of, because of the way I'm flaring this out, or not flaring it out, but like stretching out the fenders and kind of deforming a little bit of the body's original look. Doing that, um, I'm I'm thinking about doing my own custom fender flare on this, and I've seen it done on other trucks. Not on this type of vintage. Uh, would be more suitable if it was like something like a more modern Dodge Ram or something like that. But I like the rust. I like the patina idea. That was the reason I bought the teal truck. I like black as well, because black you can do all kinds of things with it, and it shows up. It looks dirty and patinaed on its own, right? I'm still treating this one like an indoor pet. I don't really do too much outside with it. A little bit, not much. Well, it's got a little bit of dirt there in the top of the window. Uh, I had a smudge of dirt. Oops. Let's see. Somewhere there on the front of the hood and the grill. Yeah. But I haven't fully beat this thing up, or gotten it wet or muddy. Oh yeah, I got to take this front mount off as well, and the same thing. Uh, shave it shave it down an eighth of an inch thinner, and then let me see, and that'll also sit the cab, on the frame, hopefully about an eighth of an inch lower is what I'm aiming for. uh yeah, these two little posts here and here is what the front end of the front of the cab sits on. Oh, I grabbed some wires. Somebody left like this old smashed up computer. A lot of sheet metal. Holy fuck, I should have grabbed the whole thing. But I didn't have anywhere to carry it. I was out on a bike ride. See, uh I'm thinking about putting weight on these axles just a little bit, because that's the lowest point. But I know about the wheel weights being an idea as well. Um I should do another oops. Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm wasting my time making this video. I'm going to continue working on this. So I'm just holding a cell phone in my hand. I'm not using like a GoPro or handy cam on a tripod or anything like that yet. So working on it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll rework my things, and I'll see if I can make improvements to my channel. Ciao for now.